Hello, Rich here, back for part 7 of this RMS Oceanic tutorial. Today's focus is the ship's forecastle deck, which is the front section of the ship here. Sort out the details there. Basically cargo hatches, not cranes, but cargo hatches, breakwaters, vents and things like that. Maybe the funnels or maybe the mast. I'm not sure what to do yet after the forecastle, but we'll see. Yeah. Anyway, what we're going to do first is fly over to the front wall of the ship's superstructure, which is this section here, down to the bottom front wall, which is down here. Not actually on the forecastle, but we'll get to that in a minute. So we're in this area here. We're going to add a cargo hatch. So we're going to go to the centre block on the deck, down here, and it's the third block forward of this point. So 1, 2, 3, and we build a cargo hatch. So we put a block. And it's 7 wide, so that's 3 other side. 1, 2, 3 that way, and 1, 2, 3 that way. And the sides are 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then across the front like so. So there's the hatch. And then for the roof, you can either put slabs across the top or just use white blocks. It's up to you. But slabs, if you want to, makes it a bit taller. But I'm just going to use white blocks because it's just a cosmetic thing. It's not a functioning cargo hatch. It's just basically, well, cargo hatch cover really, but there you go. So there's the cargo hatch itself, and then either side of the cargo hatch you're going to add a couple of vents. So roughly, so if we go down to the cargo hatch and go sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 forward on the side, and then 1, 2, 3 out. No, make it 4 out. Then we add the vent, which is build it 4 high in blocks like so, and then on the top add stairs and a block facing backwards, so that the vent's facing backwards, and at the back of the vent add 2 up, and the side add 2 up and 2 up like so. So there's your vent like so. And we'll do the same the other side, so it's 6 back and then 1, 2, 3, 4 out, 1, 2, 3, 4 up, plus the stairs and a block, 2 up at the side, 2 up at the other side, and 2 up at the back. And there we go, there's that little detail done there. So nothing really special. And then we can add a couple of bollards. Now I'm going to put the bollards, there's 2 pairs of these, one either side, and I'm going to put them the first section where the yellow line curves inwards. So you've got the outside, no, it's the second section, so you've got the outside line there, and you've got the first section here, which is the curving in section. I'm going to put the vents right where section 1 and 2 meet. So put them there basically. So you got the outside section, and then this is the first section that curves in, and you put the vents, not the vents, what are they called, bollards there. Or if you want to move them sort of out, there you go, that's probably better. So you got a bit of space around them. So you got a set of bollards there in that section there, and I do the same the other side. Roughly 1 out or in from there, and there you go. That's your 2 bollard sets. Right, so now we're going to move up to the forecastle deck itself. So you've got this raised deck in the white section. Go to the centre block of the back wall, and we're going to add, we'll count to the 9th block forward first. So we'll go from the white here, and we'll go 9 forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'll put a centre block, like so. And then we're going to count to the 3rd block out, so 1, 2, 3. And we're going to add 2 small skylights. Now we're going to need dark wood stairs for this one, and I can't find, oh yeah, dark oak wood stairs. We're going to need those. And we're going to build little skylights, 3 wide, sides are 3, and the front is 1, and then the glass, like so. So you go, there's 1 there, and we do the same the other side, so 1, 2, 3 out, skylight 3 wide, sides are 3 and 3, and the front is 1, and then the glass inside. And there we go, there's the skylight, or skylights added there. Now we're going to remove centre block, and we go back to the back wall, and we're going to count to the 16th forward this time, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And on that 16th block is where the mast will go. So I'll put the first 3 blocks of the mast. That's just a placement. I'm not going to put the mast in just yet, but that's just where the mast will go. So it's the 16th forward from the back wall of the forecastle. So that's our little job there. And now 3 blocks forward of the mast. We're going to use black concrete for this one anyway. It's going to be a mech, or a mechanical system, which operates the crane sections of the mast. So we go 3 blocks forward of the mast, so 1, 2, 3, and then build 1, 2, 3 wide, and then 2 block gap, or 1 block gap, 1, 2, 3 like so. So it's 2 lines of black, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 on top, plus 1 like so. So this is basically, it would have rigging wrapped around it, and it will operate the masts, or not the masts, but the cranes hanging off the masts, derricks and things like that. So it's a mechanical system that would have rigging wrapped around it. Pardon me, hiccups. Right, so that's that. And then we go from the front of the mechanical thing. We're going to count to another 3rd block forward. So 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to add the breakwater. So centre block, and then make it 3 wide like so, and then double that in height. And then you're going to build diagonally out to the side. So it should be, I think it's about 9 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out that way. And then 9 the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 like so. And then the first 3 on each side you make them 3 high, or 2 high, sorry. And then the next 3 you make them 1.5 high. So you're going to need slabs. So the first 3 are 3 high, the second 3 are 1.5 high, and the last 3 are single block high. So do the same the other side. The first 3, 1, 2, 3 are 2 high. The next 3 are 1.5 high, and the rest are 1 high. So there we are, breakwaters like so. Alright, so what we're going to do now is go to the 2 blocks forward of the breakwater, so 1, 2, and we're going to add another mech, which is 7 wide. So it's going to be, is it 7 wide? Yeah, 7 wide. So we're going to go 3 forward like so, and then you're going to put 1 on the top, so it's basically the centre block. And then from that you're going to build 3 out, so 1, 2, 3 that way, and the same the other side, 1, 2, 3, and then add a line of 3 underneath each end, like so. So you've got a mech that looks like that. Once again, it operates the same sort of thing, operates the derricks and things. Right, so that's the mech done there. So what we're going to do now is add a hatch, which is in black again. So we're going to leave a 3 blocks forward of the mech. So 1, 2, 3. We add a cargo hatch, which is in black, and it is 5 wide. So 2 that way and 2 that way, and the sides are 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then across the front like so. And then once again, just fill it all in with black blocks like so. There we go, so there's the cargo hatch. And then we go back down to the front of the cargo hatch, and we move on to another breakwater. So we're going to go to the 5 blocks forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5th forward of the cargo hatch, we add another breakwater. So it's the same design, 3 wide, and then double that in height, and then build diagonally out to the sides. Now it should be 10 out to the sides, so, or diagonally. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like so. And the same the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And once again, the first 3 are 2 high. The next 3 are 1.5 high, and the rest are 1 high. Same the other side. First 3 are 2 high, next 3 are 1.5, and the rest are whatever you make it. So there we go, we've got 2 breakwaters in there now. And then what we're going to do now is to build the anchor chains. Now these are sort of interpreted in different ways. If I pop over to the prototype, and you sort of get an idea on how they're meant to look, because they're sort of a random design. So here's the the anchor chains on the prototype. And they're sort of shaped like that. So you've got wood slabs around the front like so, and then anchor chains made out of anvils. Now they're up to you how you want to do these, but I'm going to try and copy these the best I can. So we'll wait and see. So I shall fly back over to the build. Now instead of using brown blocks, I'm going to use yellow blocks, but you can use whatever. So 4 forward of the breakwater. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Put a centre block, and then 2 out to the side. So 1, 2. I should put a wood slab. So where are the wood slabs? What do we want? We want dark oak slabs. So we use those. So I put 1 there, and then 2 out to the other side. Put 1 there, and then build 1 out to the side again, and then 1, 2, 3 forward, and then 1 out to the side, and 1, 2, 3 forward on the other side, and then put a yellow block or brown block, whichever colour you want to use, at each end of the upside down L. If you're looking at it from the tip of the bow back, it's upside down L's like so. And put a gold or yellow block or brown, whichever colour you want, in the edge there. And then for the chains themselves, I did use anvils, and I've put them away. I did use anvils for this, but it's up to you how you want to interpret this. But I'll use the anvils nonetheless, and the anvils are 10 long. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Same the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like so. And then at the ends you add brown slabs, like C's like that. Actually, I think what I'll do, I'll reduce the chains to 9 blocks, because I think the 10 is a bit too long. So reduce them to 9, and then we build the slabs around the outside again. So you've got C's basically, so if you look at them, they look like C's at the ends of each chain like that. And it should look something like that. And at each side of the chain, halfway down roughly, put a block. Don't know what they're for, but they're there on the prototype anyway. And that's that little job done there. So that's your anchor chains. Now what else do we want now? I want the crane. Go to the tip of the bow. On the first block of wood behind the tip of the bow, we're going to count to the 3rd block back. So 1, 2, 3. And we're going to build the crane 4 blocks high, like so. And then with quartz slabs, halfway down the top, we build forward or back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like so. So there's your crane body, crane arm, and then with slabs diagonally down to the base of the crane without falling off the ship. And there we go. There's your crane added there. And that is most of the forecastle done. Now, like I did with the stern of the ship, I'm going to be replacing a few wood blocks. So you can see where the white blocks and the wood blocks are interacting. Well, not interacting, but sort of in the way. When I go to add the handrails, which are iron bars basically, if I add the handrails along the side, it's the same as what I explained with the stern. If you add the handrails around the edge, you got blocks which are going to, or handrails are going to be sat on wood blocks. So I'm going to replace these wood blocks in the corners with white blocks, and then the handrails will sit on top of those. So I should do these on both sides. Replace all of the blocks that I don't need. Basically replacing the wood with the white. And then the same on the other side for the ones that I missed. And there we go, that's those sections corrected. And then all the way around, from the tip of the bow around to the back end, you can just add the handrails. And then we'll add some bollards as well. We'll add those in a moment. Maybe want to replace the tip as well. So we've got the handrails going around like so. And then build them down the other side. So, and then across the back. And then along the back straight edge. And then up the other side. Be there in a moment, it's going to take a few seconds to do. And there we go, there's the handrails added there, and the ship looks a lot better. And finally we're going to add the bollards, which are anvils basically. So get our anvils, and we'll put 3 pairs of these down each side. So I'm not going to put them anywhere specific, but I'll put 2 next to the anchor chains there, and a bit further down put 2 just in front of the forward breakwater, and then the last pair we'll put just in front of the second breakwater. So you've got 3 pairs of bollards there. I'll do the same on the other side. So I'll put a pair down there, and then a pair just here, and then the last pair opposite the other pair. So there we are, there's those bollards there. And that is virtually all the forecastle detail done. The mast has still got to go on, but that'll be for another day. But yeah, that's that. So the last details of the forecastle are going to be windows. So I'm going to get the glass again, and if we go down to the side of said forecastle, which is the white section on the side, so on the side of the ship, if you look at the prototype, which you can't see very well, there are windows, so we're gonna, or portholes basically. So we're going to go down to the level just above the yellow line, and we're going to just put a few random windows, roughly say 3 or 4 blocks apart. So it's one window and then another window, so roughly, like I say, every 3 or 4 blocks. It's up to you how you want to do this. So it's nothing really special. And I think that will do up that side. So that's that side done, sort of. So you've got windows in random places along the side there, and I won't bother trying to measure that. I'll just copy and paste it to the other side, saves a lot of faffing then. So that's your windows there, and I'll do the same on the stern as well, because the stern area's got to be done as well. So I'll just quickly copy and flip to the other side, RIGHT, and paste. And there we go, there's the windows on that side. So that's the forecastle done in the front of the ship. I'm going to leave it at that. So I'm going to fly down to the back end and basically do the same thing there, which is the windows on the side of the white section. So fly down to the back end, and everything should be mega. Right, down to the white section down here, and same just above the yellow, every 3 or 4 blocks, it's up to you. And it should all look fine when it's done. Just adds a bit more detail to it. And 1 or 2 on the ends there, and put 1 on the centre at the back, even though you can't see through it. And it sort of looks a bit cruddy, but you know, it's not bad. It just adds a bit more illumination to the inside, really. And that's that. So I just quickly copy that to the other side, and everything should be fine. So copy, flip, and paste. And there we go. There's the windows on that side. So that is the windows added there. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do a jump cut while I work out what to do next, and then we can move on. So back in a moment. Right, back again. So what we're going to do now is move on to the ship's lifeboats. There's 2 sets of lifeboats for this ship, so we're going to focus on the main body of lifeboats first, which go on the main superstructure of the ship. There's another set of lifeboats that go on the stern deck house, so we'll worry about them another day. We'll just get the first lifeboats out of the way first, of which there are 14. So there's 7 down one side, 7 down the other side. So we're going to go to the front, very front, and I'm going to start on the right hand side anyway. So I'm going to start on the boat deck, the front right corner, which is this corner here. We're going to count to the 12th block back. So that's the first. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 out, and on the side we add a block like so out the side. So that's where the first davit goes. And you're going to build 4 down. So 1, 2, 3, 4 down like so, and then 5 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you add stairs on the top, then stairs on the back, and then another set of stairs on top, and then 2 blocks inwards like so. So there's your first davit, like so. And then you're going to leave a 13 block gap. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And on the 14th block we do the same again. So a block out the side, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 down, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up, plus the stairs, stairs, and stairs, plus 2 blocks like so. So there's your first pair of davits, and the lifeboat goes in between that. Now the lifeboat itself is 15 blocks long, so you've got a 13 block gap between each davit, and the boat will sit just over that, so the boat is 15 blocks long. And then we'll sort the boat out in a minute, but for the next set of davits you leave a single block gap, and then you add another davit again, so once again it's 4 blocks down and then 5 up, so 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5 stairs, preferably the right way, stairs, stairs, and stairs, plus 2 blocks. So once you get your first set of davits out of the way, you add the next set. So each set is each pair is split by a single block, and there is a 13 block gap between each davit in a pair. So remember that. So I move on to the boat now. So the boat itself is, I think actually it's third block in from the edge. So we go 1, 2, 3 in, and we add the base. The bottom of the boat is 13 long, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then at each end you want 2 and then 1. And then at the other end 2 and then 1. And then we build the base of the boat like so. Like that. And then we build the next layer of the boat, so we go 2 out like so, and the other side we add 1 and 2 out. Same at the other end, we add 2 out and 2 out, and then 1 and 2 out, and join these two ends together, and the other side as well. And there we go, there's the first boat added, and you can remove blocks on the inside or add blocks, it's up to you. What I've done on the prototype, I've filled in the whole boat with blocks like so. And then we added a grey carpet over the top for the canvas. So I should get the grey carpet, which is... Where's grey carpet? Oh, grey carpet. And we add that over the top, so it's basically just covering it over. Grey canvas cover of the lifeboats, because most of these boats were covered up when they were when they were not in use. So most lifeboats were only used once, I think. And most of the time they were just covered up, so... There we go, there's the boat. And remove blocks that you think you don't need, so I remove a block there and another one there and another one there and another one over here. So there we go, there's our first boat and pair of davits. So like I say, each pair of davit 13 block gap, and the boat will sit in between like so. So repeat that 6 times, so you have 7 boats down each side. Now taking into account that the last boat number 7, does not have any davits associated to it. It's just a boat sat on the deck. So I shall add the next set of davits and maybe the next boat. So I've done the first davit of the next set anyway, so I shall leave a 13 block gap. So that's 13 there, and on the 14th block I shall add another davit. So block and then 4 down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we need our quartz stairs, which I have tossed away. So stairs, stairs, and stairs, and then the 2 blocks, and then we go. That's the second pair of davits done. So you got the first pair there with the boat, a single block gap, and then you add the next pair. So I should add the boat again. So 3 blocks in from the end, 1, 2, 3, or 3 blocks in from the outside. So 1, 2, 3, and 1 back. So from the davit basically, 3 in, 1 back, and then 13 for the base, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then 2 and 1 at each end. 2 and 1, and then the base, like so. What the base is already done is what the body of the boat. And then you add 2 out, one side, 1 out, 2 out the other side. 2 out that way, and 1 and 2 out, and then the body of the boat. So, and then we add blocks on the inside because they're not in use, not really needed. There we go, and of course the canvas cover, or carpet if you like. And there we go, that's the second boat, and remove any blocks that you don't need. So just to make the boat a bit more curvy, so remove another one there, and another one there. And there we go, that's boat number 2 done. So like I say, you need to build that all the way down the side, so basically 7 boats on each side, but the last boat will not have any davits, so I shall try and copy this the best I can. So I'm trying to work out how to do this actually, so I'm going to copy and paste each pair, so I shall copy from there and down to there, I think, and I shall copy from here. So we go copy, and then I shall paste it. So that's the first 2, so I shall go to the next one and paste from here, so paste. So that's the second set of boats, that's 4 boats, and then we want boat 5 and 6, and then finally boat 7 and 8 goes down here, so boat 7 and 8. There we go, so that's all 7. No, I fucked that up, and I wanted 7 boats, didn't I? So I balls that up, didn't I? So I shall retry that again. So we want boats 6 and 7. We got boat 6 in, so we just add. Oh, for God's sake! Right, things are not going too well. Right, paste. There we go. Right, we got boat 7 in place now. And the last boat does not have any davits, so I shall remove the davits now because they're not needed on boat number 7. And yeah, it's not a very good explanation. Anyway, there we go. There's the first section done. I've got to build the davits down because I've not copied the bottom of the davits. So I'll build them down 1, 2, 3, 4. Same with all the rest of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the last 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And oh, one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyway, there we go. That's the first side done. So you've got 6 boats and a 7th which does not have any davits. So just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's 7 boats. 6 with davits, 1 with not. So that's one side done. And it should look something like that when it's all done, in theory. So yeah, that is how everything should look. So what I'm going to do now, I shall quickly copy paste that to the other side. So I shall copy from out here and copy that from that point, and I shall copy it to the centre, and then I shall flip and paste it to the other side. So once again, apologies for not explaining this too well, but of course it is me doing it, so there we go. So we do copy, flip to the right, and paste. And there we go. That's the boats on that side. And yeah, they don't look too bad, so everything's all lined up fine. And yeah, that's the first phase of the lifeboats done. There's still another set to go on the stern deck house. If I look on the prototype over there, you can see them. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 boats on that section. So there's 4 sets of davits and 8 boats. So that's going to be for part, whatever the next part is, part 8, I think. So that's that. And yeah, we've got quite a bit done. So yeah, we've achieved quite a bit. So we've got the forecastle done and the lifeboats done, or the main body of the lifeboats. There's still plenty more to go. So I'm going to call it a day now and move on to whatever the next part is. So I think is this part 6 or part 7? I can't remember. Can't actually remember, so bear with me. So yeah, this is part 7. So for part 8, we shall move on to the funnels, the masts, the last lifeboats, and any other small details that I've neglected over the past few days. And then we can call it a day, I think. I think part 8 will be the final part, hopefully. And yeah, the ship is taking shape quite nicely. So yeah, we've done. So yeah, this is part 7. And yeah, I've got the forecastle out the way and the lifeboats. So there's still more lifeboats, like I say. Lifeboats, funnels, masts, the compass platform, and any other small details I've missed. So yeah, we're doing quite well. So we'll call it a day there. So this is Rich signing off, logging off, disappearing, and I shall return in part 8. So bye for now.